Okay, here I am approaching for the final day of Comic-Con. See a procession of people across the street from me, as just behind this green tarp is the Jacob Javits Center hidden from my sight. It's gonna come up. The only thing that's important to me on this day is the Archie Comics panel, where they will be discussing Sonic and Megaman, the only two comics I actually do collect. Look at these construction cranes over here. And then I'll pretty much have a free day. Take some random pictures and video of anything that happens to grab my interest.
Alright, so, last day of Comic-Con. First thing I did was go to the Sonic Archie panel, and I met a Rouge cosplayer who just had to take a picture with me. Now, she's a very nice girl. She goes to Bronx Science, same high school I used to go to. That's nice. There at the panel we have Ian Flynn to the far right with the Stetson. Stetsons are cool. And sitting next to him is Patrick Spasnight, my favorite artist for the series. And of course other people who work in the comic, the presidents, and I'm ashamed that I forgot their names. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. So at the panel, they showed a whole bunch of preview images of books that they'd be releasing, including compilation collections of some of the more notable stories in the past, like the Sonic Kids. We also got to see some previews of future comics, like what's going to happen in Sonic Universe, this being the Babylon Rogues 4-issue run, which is done almost entirely by Tracy Yardley, and they showed this little preview of the next arc for the regular comic. I'm pretty sure this information was leaked before I showed anyone, because I've already seen fan art of that Metal Sally on DeviantArt. Holy crap, do people work fast. And after this panel was over, I went back to the con floor and looked at some stuff that caught my eye. So as usual, I'm just looking around at interesting toys and figures, like this Xena warrior princess with the gigantic boobs, or this statue of Midna riding Wolf Link. I found this is the only Code Lyoko cosplayer I found, Aelita, and I have friends that really like Code Lyoko. I thought they'd get a kick out of that. And here's the world's tiniest Sonic cosplayer. He was just so adorable, I had to get a picture of him. Last year when I was at Comic-Con, there were so many more Sonic cosplayers than this year. Aside from people who were wearing like shirts or that hat that I was wearing, I was really kind of disappointed by the general lack, the Amy and Rouge being the only really noteworthy ones I found. Although they have a nice Dr. Wily, and I guess Dr. Wily's part of the Archieverse now, so we can count him. And I found another Fiona, this one traveling around with Marcel. That's what I'm going to call male Marceline. Yes. You know, I found out that, I just remembered another Futurama episode that Rule 63 itself, so it did that before Adventure Time, but I think I like Adventure Time's Rule 63 better. So, I guess Adventure Time was one of the more popular cosplays this year, but then I went back to the Hasbro booth because I like looking at the Hasbro booth, and I found this new Transformer. It's coming out in the MechTech line, and his release date is stated as October, so he could be out in stores now. I was drawn to him almost completely because he's a passenger airplane, an alt mode that is rarely seen and I find awesome. Also, he doesn't really have much undercarriage kibble that planes sometimes get, except for that one fist sticking out of his tail. Of course, I had to take more pictures of the Transformers Prime toys. Soundwave looks like a proper badass. I was afraid he was going to look like an Ava. And they have Wheeljack, who actually looks a lot more like a Prime version of Drift than anything else. And Cliff Jumper, which is not a Bumblebee repaint. That's pretty awesome. And good old Legends RC. I don't normally collect Legends figures, but I just might make an exception for her. Of course, this day was shorter, and I was very tired, so I didn't do a lot of walking around, so I don't have nearly as many pictures from this day as the other days. I did like this little Spider-Man group I found in the Hasbro booth, though. And when I went up to the anime section, I found an epic Ice King. Look at that guy. That was a girl, but awesome. And I met other figure customizers. These wonderful little pony billions were made by Christina Sciorilli. I will post a link to her website in the description below. I kind of been wanting to make pony customs of my own for a while now. Anybody wants to see any My Little Pony customs, let me know in the comments section below. And, okay, we've got a couple more fan servicey. Actually, let's end this with a little bit of fan service with a slave outfit Princess Leia from Star Wars, and everyone's favorite Espada, Hollybell. Yes, yesterday I ended the video with a fat guy dressed as a penguin. Today I'm ending on a bit more of a fan servicey note. I felt that this was the best image to make the last of the day.
Okay, telling me surprised at how crowded the convention got on Sunday of all days. I expected, since this is the shortest day of the convention, it wouldn't be so much, but as you can see, there's a veritable sea of people out here. I was just about to head home, and I found a couple of really nice robot model kits for really good prices. So I figured I got those. I got 2 of them for $10, which is an awesome price, considering that a lot of the robot model kits I've seen at other places are running like at least 20 and as high as 60 or 100. So they're somewhat older kits, but they're still pretty good. By American action figure standards, they should be quite good. And I think technically the con's not over for another hour, but I think I'm done wading through all this humanity. So I think it's time for me to head home. Thank you for coming with me on watching my videos, and me signing off.